Hey, you guys. Okay, so the Lord encouraged me with this morning, and I thought that this would be an encouraging word for some of you who are in a season of waiting. So the question is, what do we do between the promise that God gives us and the proper time of the fulfillment of that promise? What do we do between the promise and the proper time? So I'm in Luke's gospel this morning. I'm making my way through the gospel of Luke, and I'm in chapter 1, and this is what got me thinking about that. So we know that Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, comes to Zechariah, says that his wife Elizabeth, who was older and could not have children, that she was going to bear a child, right? So the angel gives this good news to Zechariah. He kind of questions it, and in verse 20, the angel says, "You're going to be mute until the child is born," and here's why: because you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled at their proper time. And that got me thinking. I thought, okay, proper time, words, proper time, promise, proper time, that there was this gap for Elizabeth and Zechariah, approximately a 9-month gap. Well, we see after that Elizabeth, once she conceives, she goes into seclusion for 5 months. And then we see after that, in the 6th month, Mary, who is pregnant with Jesus, comes, and there's that great exchange that Mary and Elizabeth have. But it's so easy for us to pass over all of that and realize that this was all in the in-between, right? All of this is happening in the in-between. There's 5 months of seclusion that we just kind of skip over. And then there's this 4 months that include Mary coming to Elizabeth and the dialogue that they have. And so my question for you, and the question that the Lord posed to me is, Kelly, this in-between time is really important. And so you might be in that season of waiting where you've been in God's word and you see promises from his word. You believe the Spirit has impressed something upon your heart that's in accordance with his word, but you're waiting for the proper time. And we just want to go from promise to proper time in just a matter of seconds or minutes or weeks. But sometimes there's that time in between. And that's the time when God is doing a really important work in our heart, important work in the lives of other people, where he's preparing us, where we're communing with him. Wouldn't you have loved to have been, to know what happened those 5 months that Elizabeth communed with God in seclusion in the in-between? So don't give up. Don't stop pursuing. Don't stop believing. And I know it's easy to get discouraged, but don't be discouraged, because what God does between the promise and the proper time of fulfillment is so important. And it may be something that he is doing in your life right now, and you don't want to miss it.